Welcome to NXG Markets. This is Mohsen Ismail. Welcome to yet another episode where we are going to cover for this week as to what might happen in the market. A wonderful market, the way it has been last week and the week prior. And today we are going to just discuss few of the things which might impact in another way in this coming week as well. Well, first things first is, of course, if you are new to this channel, then please like, subscribe, and share, and hit the bell icon so that you get the updates as to whenever we update any of the video based on the current situations of the market and around the world. And without wasting a lot of time, let's get straight to the topic, where what we will do is we will try and understand for the next week, which is going to start from Monday, that is tomorrow, from October 6th till Friday, October 10th. And not a lot of news, because we all know that we heard in the news about the about the government shutdown in the United States of America. And this by far is a very important news, because most of the economic calendar news that we see might not come. And people won't be paid for the sectors they will be working for. And it will be a very grievous situation for all the people who might not get paid as well. I hope that the economy and everything stabilizes. However, keeping that in mind, this week on a Monday and a Tuesday, we don't have any news coming in. On Wednesday, we have got an FOMC meeting minutes that is going to get rolled out at 11:30 my time. So please, as per your country, you can check us with the time and look accordingly. And then on Thursday, October 9th, we do have an important news of unemployment claims. However, we really don't know if this is going to come or not, as it has been delayed as well until further notice. There are important news, of course, on a Friday directly. Then we have got non-farm employment change, which was supposed to come in last week, but has been postponed for this week. But like I said, it's still until further notice. We really don't know, because the update might come in tomorrow or day after if this news is going to come or not. So, however, keeping that in mind, I see that there can be a lot of fluctuation in the market, because there is not a lot of news which is going to be visible to us. That means that the fluctuation can be very high, and there can be a lot of liquidity trap which we might have to consider and be careful with. So without wasting a lot of time, let's get straight to this to understand as to what it might happen. Now let's go back to our favorite one, gold. But by the way, this is silver, which we were trying last time. I made one video in terms of the next gold with the speed that silver was running. We did predict around about 48.01, and it has touched it already. So this is a very good news, and like I said, always keep updated, or make sure that you can also check with the videos that we have uploaded in the past as well, so that you can come to know if you are late or not late, but still we will keep updating. But silver is something really very special, because silver has been moving faster than gold, the way it has been improving. And I think that we can see silver lowering down the gap between the proportion of gold and silver. So that is going to be worth watching, because today, what I imagine through this is, earlier, of course, there would be a time where people might not be able to buy gold. And I think this is the shift that we are talking about, because most of the people in the world, including India, which is the most populated, are not in those very rich sector, right? Most of the people lie under the upper middle class, and so on. So I think it makes a lot of sense to analyze this and understand that in the future we might see the people who are buying gold would come down to silver. This is because they can afford silver, and silver is one of those commodities which is very closely related to gold in terms of jewelry and a lot of other things that they can use for. Apart from that, the utilization of silver is expected to become more and more with the technological advancement. We entering into solar power and electronics and everything, wherein we might utilize silver on a larger scale. And that is what makes me come down to the point of silver being such a very good commodity that we might not want to miss. As to this, can certainly cross further than this. This was something, we are living in a world of catalysts, and things that can happen in 5 years can happen in 1 year as well. So make sure that you do concentrate on the silver. And with that note, we'll just come to our weekly analysis, just trying to understand the fluctuation that gold has given so far. And let's understand, look at this. I mean, gold has given an all-time high again with a huge range of 3759. So this is going to be the range which is going to be there on a weekly basis, and this is the range that we might consider looking at. Now if we look at it from this point of view, I think it would be much better for us to understand, and I still keep it the same, that right now when the market opens on Monday, the things that we have to see is whether the market crosses this supply zone. Why? Because market has already tried it twice and failed, right? However, this is the third time that it has gone up and closed up as well. So this week is going to be very crucial, because if this on a daily candle, if this crosses above the supply zone that we have marked, that is 3900, if it closes anything above on Monday, then we can expect on a retest for it to go further. So let me just make that up for you, that if the market goes high and closes above, then on a retest you can see it going at a level of at least 3941, and if it crosses above than that, then we have 3979 or 3980 as the next market for gold. However, if the market, because it is a supply zone which is also strong enough, we really don't know whether the market will be going further than this. And if it doesn't, if it gets rejected over here in the supply zone and falls down, then we have a similar pattern of it going down further. You can always try and wait till 3864, and on a retest, you can just go ahead and you can see the next support being 3842. If it crosses below that, we have 3816, and of course a very strong support again at 3786, which is very, very important. Now we do have a demand zone right over here between 3742 to 3721. So if it crosses below that, all I would say is wait for a demand zone, because you can get a very good position right down here for all the buy swing traders as with the buy position right down here. Okay. However, look at the situation right now as to where we are. The war situation is almost going, and like I always say, with gold, one thing which is very, very important is that gold is one commodity. With time, it will certainly rise. So what we have to consider is, we always have to consider a buy position in gold, because that is going to make a lot of importance for your savings of the money that you have, and to make it grow. And this is how you will certainly trade on a long-term basis as well, keeping as to what the long-term trend is all about. And I have said this in the previous videos as well, that till the time market does not cross this demand zone of 3549, okay, unless and until market does not go below 3550 to 3540, we cannot say that the gold is into a long-term downward trend or a bearish trend. So that goes without saying that we have to still consider a buy position. However, from the dip, you wait for the market to fall down. And if it is going up, then wait for the supply zone to be tested. And once it goes up and closes, then on retest, you can get a very good position to go further higher, because that is the time when it can go on a very fast rate. That is with the gold. So make sure that you have the range which I have discussed in the video. Please make a note of it with the demand and with the buy positions and with the sell positions as to where it's going to be, and how can every positions of support can be a very good positions for buy, provided it gets rejected on the support and then it takes the support and goes back up. So you have to wait for the confirmation, and the confirmation will come only after a retest. And if you want to know what is a retest, please watch the previous videos of 15-minute strategy that we have uploaded. You will get that information as to how to confirm your position, whether it is going to be a buy or a sell. Well, with that note, I would just like to cover onto the BTC as well, because Bitcoin has been on a very good high note now after falling down much less. If you look at Bitcoin, well, what a beautiful hike from here. And you know that the market was at this low. It tried to touch down and test these levels, but wasn't able to. And then it was a very good position from here, which started and is going high, and it has crossed the new all-time high and given us a new all-time high of $125,786.41. Well, in terms of Bitcoin, let me just tell you that a lot of countries are coming in forward, supporting the stable coins with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that is what is giving both the coins and rest of these stable coins and rest of the altcoins as well are also taking participation or participating into this bull run. Now, of course, there are speculations that Bitcoin certainly can go 1,45,000 and 1,65,000. Some even say, some of the scholars also say that it might even touch 200,000 as well, right? Around about 190,000. But keeping that in mind, like I said earlier, there was a time when nobody used to believe that Bitcoin would even cross 100,000. And today we see that it is still going on, and till date, the same question is there, where people still are confused or in doubt whether if this is what Bitcoin has given of 125 now, will it go further than this, or it will just fall back? Well, just to answer your question in a short period of time is understand, just like the commodity, just like what is happening around the world and the situation that we are in, the entire economy is falling down, banking systems are collapsing, the entire world is in a debt. And right now is the time when we all require an alternate base of currency or something which has value, or that can be created in a way that we can value it at an instant where rest of the things can transact. And I think stable coins are one of those, which includes Bitcoin and Ethereum, and so would XRP as well, that is Ripple. Okay, well, if you want me to make more videos on cryptocurrency, then please put it on a comment section, because cryptocurrency is going to be the future investment. Still, for all those people who have not got their hands onto cryptos, I would request you to kindly do focus on it, because this is going to be what people have traveled so far with the forex online trading with currency pairs and commodities. Now cryptocurrencies is something that you might want to invest, and this is something which in the next coming 5 years, by 2030, if we have a strategic plan of these 5 years, the next 5 years can be really very good for all of them who get into cryptocurrencies now as well. You're still not late, and I still keep repeating that we are still not late onto cryptocurrencies for the next 5 years till 2030. You still have time. Get into it slowly, gradually, every month. However, the way you're supposed to trade is a little different with cryptocurrencies. And like I said, if you're serious about getting your investments better and better with time, then you have to know what is the trading style of cryptocurrencies. And if you want to know that, please make sure that you comment in the comment box that you really would like to know as to how the cryptocurrencies should be traded, right? So, but keep this in mind that Bitcoin is certainly on an all-time high right now again. And if it comes down, then we have again a safe buy at 117. And this range is always there with you of 113 and 108 being the section where you can still buy again if it falls down. But if it doesn't, then you might as well just go, because I see that it has happened first time, the second time, and this is the third time. And this time market can just go a little high up and cross this level as well. In this week, you might be able to see that if it goes above 123 246 and closes above this, then you can see a very good bull run even in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, that's all I have for you for this week. Make sure that you please like, subscribe, share, and do comment, because everything depends on how you feel and what do you want to know more about this investment opportunities that we try to bring it on through the YouTube platform. And just to let you know that this video that we are making is, of course, for the educational purposes, and you have to trade at your own risk as always. But make sure, one of the best things to remember always is forex trading is not just about trading and getting profits, but forex trading is also about saving of what you have, and that is how you can make your money grow as well. But you have a wonderful day in life. You take care, enjoy yourself, and happy trading this week too. Thank you.